I was quite scared. It's like, oh no, this is no good. Declaring martial law and a fully functional democracy is not something you would expect on a Tuesday night.
And I like it that there's no violence because I think there's a lot of things we can change without violence.
Koreans fought hard for their democracy, and the fact that this was the first time that democratic rights were suspended since 1987.
안녕하십니까. 이게 웬 난리지 시청자 여러분. 지금 보시다시피 이제 집회 현장에 나와 있습니다. 뒤에 있는 국회가 있어요. 제가 오늘은 현장에 와서 외국인들 보기에는 한국인들의 시위 문화 그리고 한국인들의 민주주의 의식이 어떤인지를 지지하고 여러분들한테 전달하도록 하겠습니다. 자, 그러면 출발합시다. Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name is Bart.
Bart.
Yes.
Where are you from?
I'm from the Netherlands.
Netherlands. So when did you come to Korea?
About 7 years ago.
7 years ago.
Yes. I'm married to a South Korean for 5 years now.
Okay. So when President declared the martial law, how did you feel?
I was watching Netflix and my wife suddenly shared the news and she was shocked. And I first thought it was a joke. And I went to Twitter and I quickly realized, oh, this is serious stuff. I was quite scared. It's like, oh no, this is no good. And I immediately informed my family, my friends, a lot of friends that live in Korea, they message each other.
How about your family in Netherlands? Are they get shocked?
They were super worried about me. So my mom called me, said, Bart, are you okay? What's going on? Because she saw photos of the military here storming the parliament, the National Assembly. Everyone was like, huh? Why? Because declaring martial law and a fully functional democracy is not something you would expect on a Tuesday night.
So, as you know, in 2 hours, lawmakers gathered in parliament and then they make law,
Right.
and then they cancel the martial law.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit quick and fast. What do you think about this speed?
It was super fast. Some of my friends, they went to bed early and they woke up and they haven't experienced anything of it. So they didn't know, that they slept through the martial law. But I was awake and some of the civilians here in Korea, how fast they gathered to protest against it. So it was good to see that the democracy in Korea is quite strong. This is probably the prime example of pali pali culture.
My name's Jack Greenberg. I'm from Canada. I live in Seoul.
When did you came to Korea?
I've been in Korea almost 4 years.
When President
Yeah.
released martial law, how did you feel?
Very concerned.
Very
Not something that was expected.
Yes.
I had just returned to Korea from traveling abroad.
So your family didn't call you? Oh, my son, are you okay? Something like that?
Absolutely. I received many calls from Canada, many calls from within Korea, family down in the south of the country.
So as you know, everything finished actually in 2 hours. You know,
Yes, 2
Congressman
hours
came
and
here and then
35
make
minutes.
law. And so we think is a little bit fast. What do you think about it?
I think it was the best we could hope for in that situation. And, many lawmakers acted spur of the moment and took their chances trying to get into the plenary chamber to vote to lift martial law. And we saw that 190 of them did, including 18 from the ruling party. But there were 110 who didn't get into the chamber and vote, including many from the ruling party. So that's concerning also from, maturity of Korean democracy perspective.
What do you think about the Korean protest culture? You know, now there is a really huge protest here, and then there's also so many police here, but there's not any violent.
Yeah, I've been following Korean protests since I came to Korea, and I'm always impressed that people are sitting in single file rows. They take away their garbage with them. They're very civilized for the most part. This is, I think, similar to what was seen in 2016. And I think, people are turning out because they value the democracy that Korea has. Koreans fought hard for their democracy. And the fact that this was the first time that democratic rights were suspended since 1987, they're going to fight tooth and nail to preserve the democracy that previous generations have fought so hard for.
자, 여러분 지금 여기는 국회 재전방이거든요. 이렇게 경찰분들도 안전을 제대로 지키고 계시고요. 여기 교통이 너무 문제없이 술술 흘러가고 있어요. 시민들의 불편 없이 이렇게 이동하는 건 너무 대단한 거예요. 자, 여러분 제가 지금 다른 외국 분들도 만나려고 이태원으로 가고 있습니다. So, what's your name?
Claudia,
Claudia, from which country?
Chile.
Chile. Just 3 days ago, our president declared the martial law.
Actually, it was very weird because I used to have that kind of political things in Chile like a few years ago, I think in 2019, and it was super chaotic and it wasn't solved until like 1 month or two. But it was everything alright because everything's so quick, so it's okay.
So, what do you think about that speed? Everything was quick. Is it Korean culture?
I guess so, because in Latin America it's not that way. Yeah, it's impossible. Means that the democracy works well and quick, I guess.
So, do you prefer the foreign peoples to travel to Korea? Like, do you think it's safe or like dangerous?
Actually, it's not dangerous at all. I think everything goes under control super quick. I don't feel like the situation is going more wrong or something. Because as I say before, like people like act like nothing happens. The day seems like everyone is super quiet about it. Super
When did you come to Korea?
Today?
Today?
Today morning.
Before you come to Korea, our president declared martial law just 2 days ago. So that time we didn't think like a change schedule or something like that because martial law.
Just a few hours.
Just few hours.
Yeah.
6 hours?
Yes, 6 hours.
Yeah, 6 hours. But we don't have many.
We don't cancel it for it after the 2 hours. We will know because I think the Korea is very safe.
Safe. Yeah.
What do you think about the Korean protest cultures?
I don't know you remember Hong Kong is like about this a few years ago. Yes. I think it's similar, but Hong Kong is more active. But I think Korea is better than Hong Kong now.
Yeah, it was quick.
Yeah.
Everything in Seoul is quick. Everything in Seoul is quick. Yeah. London, that would have taken 4 years.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Last year I was also in London and then I also saw one protest. It was a little bit violence, little bit.
Yeah. There's a lot of angry people in London.
But in Korea, now there's a big protest group in front of the parliament and then Gangnam Square. But there's no any violence.
I went to the National Assembly the day after. And it was busy, but there was no it wasn't scary compared to London. The 2 weeks before coming here, there was a protest for like right-wing political groups. That was a little scary. People are very angry, and
But
whereas
Korean people not angry.
they show it in a different way.
Show different way, okay. What do you think about the Korean democracy?
Well, I think our views have changed. We went to the DMZ yesterday, and I think that was eye-opening. It was educational. I think there's a lot of pain and suffering in your history, and I think there's a lot of it's very divided. Everyone's separated. Lots of families completely cut apart in the 50s and 60s. Just woke up and they were separate. So I think I can't relate to that. I think it's the economy and the dynamism of the people here is amazing. I think it's decades ahead of London.
The people think that's a wrong thing. They should protest and do something about it. So I personally think if the people who want to do that, they can do that. And I like it that there's no violence because I think there's a lot of things we can change without violence.
자, 여러분 지금까지 외국분들의 얘기를 들어봤고요. 이제 여러분도 보셨다시피 모든 분들이 우리나라의 시민문화 그리고 민주주의 의식이 높이 평가하고 있습니다. 앞으로도 이 사태가 어떻게 진행될 건지 우리가 지켜보도록 할 거고요. 다음 시간에도 알찬 난리지를 가지고 들어오도록 하겠습니다. 안녕히 계세요.